So in the previous class, so I said operators. So I said you about shift operators like left shift and right shift operators, and there is an assignment operators. These are called as augmented assignment statements, or the same thing you call it as assignment statements. Now I can use this for doing two operations. Assignment operators are augmented assignment statements. So augmented assignment is a combination in a single statement of a binary operation and assignment statement. So these operators are also called as which one? Update operators. So you have an operators like plus equal, minus equal, star equal. So this is nothing but, suppose if you want to increment value of a, see, suppose there is a and the value of a is 10. You want to increment value of a by 5. So how can you increment value of a by 5? You'll say a equal to a plus 5. What you're writing, a equal to a plus 5. So the value of a is incremented by 5. In the place of this, you can also write a plus equal to 5. Okay, so a equal to a plus 5 is nothing but a plus equal to 5. So you can write like this also. For example, I said a equal to a equal to 10. I want to increment value of a by adding 5. So I'm saying a plus equal to 5. I want to increment value of a by adding 5. I'm saying a plus equal to 5. Now you can see the value of a is, what is the value of a here? 50. So there's no plus plus. There's no plus plus and minus minus in Python. Okay. Suppose I want to decrement value of a, suppose b. So there's a variable b and b equal to 10. I want to decrement b value by 5. Instead of writing b equal to b minus 5, what you can write? B minus equal to 5. Suppose b equal to 10. I want to decrement value of b. So b minus equal to 5 and the value of b is what here? 5. Okay. All these are same. These are called as shortcut operators. Suppose c equal to 5. C equal to 5. I want to update c value by multiplying with some 4. Okay, c plus equal to 4. Sorry, c equal to c into 4. In the place of this, I can write c star equal to what is that? 4. C star equal to 4 is nothing but c equal to 5 and c star equal to 4. So you are multiplying, means you are incrementing the value of c. You are incrementing the value of c by multiplying with 4. Now you can see c into 4 is nothing but what is the value of c here? 20. The value of a is 15. The value of b is 5. The value of c is what here? 20. Okay. In the same way, so d equal to 5. I want to decrement d value by dividing with the 2. So I'm writing d equal to d slash 2. In the place of d slash 2, I can write d slash equal to what is that? 2. So the value of d is 5. Now d slash equal to 2 is nothing but d equal to d slash 2. So what is the value of d here? 2.5. See, all these are same, like slash slash some e. So e equal to 5. I want to do floor division. Okay. So I'm writing e slash slash equal to 2. In the place of this, I can write e slash slash equal to 2. There is a percentage. So I want to update the f value with the modulus. F equal to f mod 2. In the place of writing f equal to f mod 2, I can write f mod equal to 2. And if I want to update the value of g with the power of g equal to 5, if I want to update the value of g with the power of 2, so g equal to g star 2, in the place of this, you can write g star star equal to what? 2 is here. So our g value is 5 and g star star equal to 2 is nothing but g to the power of 2. So that is nothing but 25. So this is updating, right? Now you want to update the value by shifting. Okay. So if you want to update the value by shifting bits towards the right side. So I'll say h equal to h right shift to 2. In the place of this, I can write h right shift equal to 2. Some I equal to some I equal to 10. If I want to update the I value, I left shift to 2, and I can write I left shift equal to what again? 2. Now if you want to do bitwise, some a equal to 10, a equal to 10 and b equal to, I want to update a equal to a and operation, a equal to a and operation 5. In the place of this, you can write a ampersand equal to which one? 5. a equal to 20, a equal to 20, and you are writing a equal to a slash 5. In the place of this, you can write a slash or operator equal to 5. See, all these are all these are doing updation. Means instead of writing a equal to a plus 5, in shortcut you can write a plus equal to 5. In the place of b equal to b minus 5, you can write b minus equal to what? 5. Means you are doing arithmetic operation and you are assigning to the same thing, right? Suppose some c equal to some 10 and c not operator equal to 2. This is nothing but c equal to, yeah, this is nothing but c equal to c, okay, not c, c equal to not c. Oh, this is applied only to which operators? Binary operators. But is it not is a binary or unary? Unary. Okay, so this is how it is. These are called as updation operators. But you cannot have multiple updation operators. For example, n is 5, some n2 equal to, or n2 equal to some 4, n3 equal to n1. Okay, n1 plus equal to n2. Can I write multiple assignments here? No, I cannot write multiple assignments. This will give what here? Syntax error. So you can have only one assignment operator, but you cannot have multiple assignment operators. You can have only one assignment operator, but you cannot have multiple assignment operators. Okay. So this is assignment operator, and the same thing is called augmented assignment statement. Let us see. So there is one more operator you have. There is some more operators you have. That is, what is the next one is identity operators. Identity operators. So what is the need of this identity operators? So every object in Python, every object in Python, every object in Python is identified. Every object in Python is identified with, okay, some unique number called which one? Address. Identified with a unique number called address. Okay. So identity operators are used to compare address of which one here objects. Every object in Python is identified with unique number called which one? Address. Identity operators are used to compare address of objects. So there is an operator called is. Okay, is one operator. Okay, is not is another operator. So is called as which operator? Identity operator. Because in Python, double equal operator is used. In Python, double equal operator is used to compare. Okay, to compare object state. To compare object state or values. Double equal operator you are using. Okay, in Python, double equal operator is used to compare object state or what is that values. If you want to compare object state or values, you are comparing object state or values by using which one? Double equal operator. Okay. In Python, double equal operator is used to compare object state or what is that values. But how to compare the addresses? Okay, the addresses are compared or address is compared. Address is compared using, okay, address is compared using which operator? Is operator. Now this is to find whether two variables are holding the same address or different. Is it two variables are holding same address or different address? To find out whether two variables are holding the same address or different address. Okay. For example, suppose assume that, okay, assume that, so the value of A is 10, the value of B is what here? 20. So what will happen? Two objects are created. This is one object and this is another object. And assume that address of this object is 1000, address of this object is 1000, and address of this object is what here? 2000. Address of this object is 1000, the address of this object is 2000. Now A is holding the address called 1000. Okay, A is holding the address called which one here? 1000. And there is another variable called B, and B is holding the address called which one? 2000. A is holding the address called 1000 and B is holding the address called 2000. In the same way, I try to create one more variable which is C. I said C equal to 20. When I say C equal to 20, it will create a variable C because integers are immutables. They are not, they are shareable. Okay, because of immutable, they are which one here? Shareable. It means C and B both are holding the same address. Okay, both are holding the same address. Okay, so if I'm using double equal operator, saying A double equal to B, what it will compare here? A double equal to B means it will compare what values. A double equal to B means 10 equal to 20. So is it 10 is equal to 20? No, it will return what here? False. It will return false. If I'm writing, okay, if I'm writing A is B, if I'm writing A is B, what it will compare addresses. So 1000 is equal to which one? 2000. Is it 1000 is equal to 2000? No, it will return what again? False. It will return which one here? False. So in this case, it is comparing what values or addresses? Addresses. Is comparing which one here? Address. But double equal is comparing which one here? Values. Okay, if I'm writing A double equal to C, A double equal to C is nothing but, okay, 20 double equal to 20. Is it 20 is equal to 20? Yes. If I'm writing A is a C, A is a C means it will compare 2000 is 2000, 2000 is 2000. Is it equal to true or not? Yes. So what it is comparing here? Addresses. But here what it is comparing? Values. Here the values are compared, and here which one is compared? Address is compared. Okay. Suppose these are immutables, because of that holding the same address. Because it is immutables, it is holding same address. But if you take mutable types, okay, suppose if you take mutable types, suppose mutable data types are there. Assume that there is a mutable types. So this is B, not A here. This is B double equal to C. Okay. This is B is double equal to C. So we are comparing B with C. So B is nothing but what here? The value of B is 20. 20 double equal to 20. Yes. So what is the value it returns? True. And B is a C. It's nothing but 2000 is, okay, 2000. Okay, it returns what here? True. So what it is doing is comparing which one here? Address, not values. It is comparing which one? Address. Because it is immutable, because it is immutable, because it is immutable, right? So these both are holding the same address. Suppose if you take mutable objects like list is there in Python, there is a data type called list. Suppose list 1 equal to, I just write 10, 20, 30. Okay, list 1 equal to 10, 20, 30. And there is one more list I create, list 2 equal to 10, 20, 30. So because list is a mutable, it will not create one object, but it will create two different objects. It will create two different objects. And assume that this object address is 1000. Assume that this object address is what here? 2000. So this is a list 1. And what list 1 is having? 1000. Okay, and what list 2 is having? 2000. List 1 is having 1000 and list 2 is having 2000. But values of this both the list are what here? Same. But address is different because it is mutables. Why? Because it is a mutable. Now 10, 20, 30. Okay, here also 10, 20, 30. So what will happen if I'm saying if list 1 double equal to list 2? So if I say list 1 double equal to list 2, what will it compare here? 10, 20, 30 is compared with 10, 20, 30. 10, 20, 30 is compared with 10, 20, 30. So is it both are equal or not equal? Equal. Because it is comparing 10 with 10, okay, and 20 with 20, and it's comparing 30 with what here? 30, equal. So it returns true. But if I say list 1 is list 2, If I'm saying list 1 is list 2, what is list 1 here? 1000. 1000 is 2000. In this case, it will return what here? False. So it means using is operator, you are comparing values or addresses? Addresses. You're not comparing values. Okay, using is, you are not comparing the values, but what you are comparing? Address. So if you want to know is both the variables are pointing to the same object or different objects, that you can find out. Is it both are pointing to the same object or different objects, that you can find out by using which operator? Is operator. Is operator. Now suppose I'm saying, suppose L1, L1 equal to 10, 20, 30. Okay, L2 equal to 10, 20, 30. Okay, and L1 double equal to L2. Comparison of values, true, and L1 is L2. It is written what? False. A equal to 10 and B equal to 10. So A double equal to B, compare values, and A is B, compare what? Address. Because A and B are holding same address or different address? Same address. Because integer is a immutable. Immutables are what here? Shareable. But list is a mutable and it is not shareable. Now this is comparing addresses. Now there is and there is not. A is not B. Is it A is not B? No. A is B. A is not B means it written false. If I'm saying L1 is not L2, yes. Address of L1 is not L2, right? So it is written true in this case. So it is opposite. It is what here? Opposite. Now this is useful to know whether a variable is holding the copy of any other object. If you want to know whether it is a copy of any object, that you can find out by using which one is. If it is holding same address means only one object is shared by two variables. If it is holding two different addresses, that indicates both the variables are holding two different addresses. There is another operator called membership operators. So membership operators. So these operators are used. These operators are used on collections. Okay. Collection types hold more than one value. List is a collection which contain more than one value. Set is a collection which contain more than one value, like that. So these operators are used on collection. Okay. And these operators are used. These operators are used for searching. These operators are used for searching a value inside given, okay, collection of values. And these operators return Boolean value. So it returns Boolean value, that is true or false. This operators return Boolean value. What is that Boolean value? True or false. This operators return Boolean value. What is that Boolean value? It can be true or false. These operators are used for searching a value inside a given collection of values. Okay. So the operator is in operator and one more is not in operator. So how many operators are there? Two operators. One is in and one more is what? Not in. So if a given value is there in list of values, if a given value is there in list of values, group of values, suppose 10 inside 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. So whatever I write in the square bracket, this is called one collection. Actually, it is called as a list. Is it 10 is there in this list of values? Yes. So if it is there, what it returns here? True. If it is there, it will return true because values exist, right? Suppose if I'm saying some 100 in, okay, if I'm saying 100 in 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, is it 100 is there inside this set of values? No. Then what it written here? False. Collection. For example, I'm saying A in Python. Is it A is there in a group of characters here? No. So what it returns here? False. If I'm writing if I'm writing A in Java, is it A is there inside Java? Yes. So what it returns here? True. A is there in a group of characters, so it is written true. A is not there in a group of characters, so it is written false. A is there in a group of characters, so it is written true. A is not there in a group of characters, so it is written false. So in operator is used for searching. Searching a value exists in a group of values. So that you are doing it by using which one? In operator. In operator, using in, you can search only one value, but not multiple values. For example, Naresh, in list of names. In list of names, Naresh is there or not? Okay, I write like this, Suresh, Kishore. Okay, again I said here, Naresh. Naresh is there. Okay, I'm saying Java inside list of courses. Okay, some Python is there. Some Python is there and .NET. And there is one more course called C. So is it Java is there in a list of courses here? No. So what is the value it is written? False. A given value is there inside a list of values, a collection of values, then it returns true. Otherwise, it will return false. 100 in 100 in 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. So it is written false. 100 not in. Is it 100 is not there in this 10, 20, 30? Yes. So A not in. A not in. A not inside Python? Yes. A is not there inside Python. If it is there, it will return true. If it is not there, it will return what here? False. If it is there, it will return true. If it is not there, it will return false. Okay. Yes, this is called as which operator? Membership. So a membership operator is used for what here? Searching. If a given value is there inside a group of values or not. If a values exist, it will return true. If the values not exist, then it will return false. If the values exist, it will return true. If the values not exist, it will return false. So that is a membership operator. There's one more operator which is called as walrus operator. So this walrus operator is introduced in Python 3.8. There's an operator called walrus operator. Yes, case sensitive only here. Comparison is case sensitive only. So there is another operator called walrus operator. Now this operator is introduced. This operator is introduced in Python 3.8 version. 3.8 version. Walrus operator. This operator is introduced in Python 3.8. Walrus operator. So it is available from Python 3.8 onwards. Okay. It is also called as this walrus operator. Walrus operator, also called assignment expression. It is also called as which one? Assignment expression. Assignment expression operator. It is also called as assignment expression operator. It is also called as assignment expression operator. So what is the symbol is? Okay, it is colon and equal. What is the operator here? Colon and equal. It is just like a walrus. Okay, colon and equal is called is called which one? Walrus operator. So there is a walrus animal. Okay, there is a walrus. Now you can see this is walrus. Yeah, this is walrus. You can see this is a walrus, colon and equal. Now it is like this, colon, and this is what here? Equal. So it's a walrus, right? So this is colon and what is the symbol here? Equal. So this is called as walrus operators here. Colon and equal. Walrus operator. So walrus operator is, okay, it is also called as assignment expression. Assignment expression. So what is the use of this? What is the use of walrus operator here is, okay, generally you cannot use, okay, generally we cannot use multiple assignment statements. We cannot use multiple assignment statements within expression. We cannot use multiple assignment statements within assignment statements or operators. We cannot use multiple assignment statements or operators within expression. So walrus operator is used, walrus operator is used to include assignment statement as a part of, which one? Expression. Assignment statement as a part of what here? Expression. If you want to write an assignment statement as a part of expression, if you want to write an assignment statement as a part of expression, you can write it by using which operator? Walrus operator. As a part of assignment expression. As a part of assignment expression. As a part of assignment expression, walrus operator is used to include assignment statement as a part of expression. So what is the meaning of this is, for example, there is a simple expression where suppose assume that the value of A is some 5 and the value of B is 2 and the value of C equal to A plus B, okay, A plus B into A minus B. A plus B into what is that? A minus B. So what will happen? What is A plus B value? 5 into 2. 5 plus 2 is what? 7. And 5 minus 2 is what? 3. 7 into 3 is what here? 21. 7 into 3 is what? 21. So that result will be get stored in which one? C. After doing this operation, where is the result is stored in C. But what I want is, I want A plus B result should be stored in one variable and A minus B result should be stored in one variable and complete result should be stored in which variable? C. Because I want to split this expression. I want to split this expression and I want to know what is A plus B value. I want to know what is A minus B value. I want to know what is A plus B into A minus B value. Then instead of writing multiple statements, saying x equal to A plus B, x equal to A plus B and y equal to A minus B, and instead of saying x into what is that? Y. How many statements I have written? 1, 2 and 3. Instead of writing multiple statements, you can write as a part of only one statement. I can say C equal to X colon equal to A plus B. Okay, into Y. Okay, into Y colon equal to A minus B. Y colon equal to what? A minus B. It means the result of A plus B is assigned to which variable? X. The result of A minus B is assigned to which variable? Y. And X and Y multiplied and the result is stored in which variable? C. So what will happen if I say print A value, B value, C value, X value as well as what? Y value. Now let us see, but you cannot write multiple assignment statements. The value of A is 5 and the value of B is 2. The value of C is, if I'm writing directly X equal to, directly if I write X equal to A plus B into Y equal to A minus B. Okay, normal assignment statement, not walrus. So what will happen if I run this? Now it is given invalid syntax. It means one expression is having how many assignment statement? Only one. I cannot have multiple assignment statements within one expression. I cannot have multiple assignment statements within the expression. So here, these are multiple assignment statements. Is it multiple assignment statements allowed or not allowed? Not allowed. Then how can I write multiple assignment statements? I use which one? Walrus. So X equal to A plus B into, okay, Y colon equal to A minus B. Okay, now is it given any error here? No. Then I try to print A value, B value, C value, X value and Y value. Now you can see A value is 5, B value is 2, C value is 21. And what is A plus B value? 7. And what is A minus B value? 3. For example, if a expression is very lengthy, okay, if expression is very lengthy, now you want to store those, you want to debug it by assigning values of part of expression into one variable. You can assign it by using which operator? Walrus operator. So walrus operator, it is also called assignment expression. Assignment expression. It is also called as assignment expression. So it's nothing but using assignment operator as a part of expression. Using assignment operator as a part of expression. Using assignment operator as a part of expression. So instead of writing like this, you can convert the same expression into one by saying X colon equal to A plus B and Y colon equal to A minus B like this. Okay, right. Now these are different operators in Python. Okay, so these are number of operators which are there in Python now, right? Which version of Google Colab you are using, that depends on it. If your Google Colab is using 3.8 compiler, then it is available. If it is not available. Okay. Let us move into another chapter, which is called as control statements. Which version of Google Colab? Google Colab is using which compiler? Which compiler it is using? 3.7 it is using, then it is not available. If it is using 3.8, then it is available. Okay. So first you find out which version of Google Colab you are using. Yeah, let us move into next chapter here, like control statements. So there is a branching statements. Control statements are classified into different categories here. Control statements are classified into different categories here. So you have a different control statements. Control statements. Next chapter is control statements. Control statements are what here? Conditional control statements. And second one is loop control statements. And third one is branching statements. First one is conditional control statements. Second one is loop control statements. And third one is branching statements. So control statements, what is the need of control statements? Okay, what is the need of control statements? So control statements are used. Okay, control statements are used to control the flow of execution of program. To control the flow of execution of program. So control statements are used to control the flow of execution of program. Control statements are used to control the flow of execution of program. Okay. And these control statements are classified into three categories. One is called as conditional control statements. And second one is loop control statements. And third one is branching statements. Okay, loop control statements and one more is branching statements. So what is the default flow of execution of program? How your program get executed? Generally your program get executed in which order? Sequential order. So first it will execute first statement, second statement, third statement, fourth statement, fifth statement, and then what? Sixth statement. How your program get executed one by one? How your program get executed one by one? First statement, second statement, third statement, fourth statement, fifth statement, sixth statement. So what is the default flow of execution of program? Sequential. The default flow of execution of program is the default flow of execution of program is which order? Sequential order. The default flow is which one? Sequential. For example, I want to write a program. Suppose I want to write a program. To perform arithmetic operations. So first I'll try to input the value of n1. Input value of n1. n2 equal to input. I try to input value of n2. Then I do arithmetic like n1, n3 equal to n1 plus n2, and n4 equal to n1 minus n2, n5 equal to n1 multiply with n2, and n6 equal to n1 divided by which one? N2. So first you try to input the value of n1 and you try to input the value of what? N2. After that you are doing which operation? Addition. Then after that you are doing which one? Subtraction. After that next one is what? Multiplication. And what is the next one here? Division. So how many operations you are doing it? 4 operations. But is it all these statements are executed how? Sequential. First statement, second statement, third statement, fourth statement. Next is fifth statement, and then what? Sixth statement. All the statements are executed in which order? Sequential order. One by one. How these statements are executed? One by one. So that is what you mean by sequential. So what is the default control flow? Sequential. If you want to change the order of it, how can you change the order of it? By using which statements? Control statements. By using which statement? Control statements. For example, I execute first statement, then I execute which one? Second statement. And based on the third statement, I want to execute this part of the code. And based on this, I want to execute this part of the code. It means based on this statement, I want to execute 4, 5, 6. or based on this, I want to execute 7, 8, 9. But 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, this 6 statements are there within the program. But based on this, I may execute this part of the code, or based on this, I may execute this part of the code. So based on this condition, okay, based on this, I move the control to the 4th statement, or I'll move the control to which one? 7th statement. But both the statements are available in the program, but you're not executing all the statements. You are executing the statements based on what? Some condition. So that what you call it as conditional control statements. Generally, I said a given problem can be solved in different ways. A given problem can be solved in different ways. There are three types of algorithms are there. How many types of algorithms are there? 3 types. One is called a sequential algorithm. First one is sequential algorithm, and second one is selection algorithm, and third one is iterational algorithm. How many types of algorithms are there? 3 types. Algorithm is nothing but step-by-step procedure of solving a given problem. So sequential means where you execute all the statements one by one. You execute all the statements one by one. Suppose adding 2 numbers, input A value, input B value, and add C value and print A, B, C values. It means you are executing all the statements in which order? Sequential order. Okay, for example, finding the max of 2 numbers. Finding the max of 2 numbers, input A value, input B value. If A is greater than B, print this value, otherwise print this value. It means you are executing the statements based on what your condition. So selection is nothing but what your condition. So based on the condition, you are executing either this block or what? This block. Based on the condition, you are executing this block or this block. In the same way, iterational. A given problem is solved by repeating the statements, by repeating the statement number of times. For example, I want to print my name 100 times. I want to print my name how many times? 100 times. Print, print Python. Okay, assume that. Print Python. I want to print this Python how many times? 100 times. To print Python one time, I use how many statements? One statement. To print Python 100 times, will I use print 100 times? No. What do you do? You put inside one loop. Okay, you repeat this statement how many times here? 100 times by putting inside one loop. You repeat this statement how many times? 100 times by putting inside one loop. You repeat it. You put inside a loop and repeat. How many times you repeat? 100 times. You put inside a loop and repeat how many times here? 100 times. Okay, so a given problem can be solved in how many ways here? 3 ways. One is sequential, and one is selection, and third one is iterational. Sequential, where you are executing all the statements one by one. Selection, where you execute the statements based on condition. Iterational is you repeat the statements number of times. You repeat the statements number of times. So control statements are used to control the flow of execution of program, and the default flow of execution of program is what? Sequential. So there are control statements are classified into 3 categories. Control statements are classified into 3 categories. One is conditional statements. Second one is loop control statements. And third one is branching statements. Okay. Control statements are classified into 3 categories. The first one is conditional statements. Second one is loop control statements. And third one is branching statements. So what is the first one here? Conditional. Okay, conditional statements. First one is conditional statements or conditional control structures. So conditional statement is used to execute, use it to execute, okay, block of statements, to execute block of statements, number of times or until given condition. Conditional statement is used to execute, okay, conditional statement is used to execute block of statements number of times, oh, block of statements based on some condition. Conditional statement is used to execute block of statements based on some condition. Okay. So Python support only one conditional statement. Only one conditional statement. And what is that conditional statement is if is a keyword, if is a keyword which represents conditional statement. If is a keyword which represents which statement? Conditional statement. So there are different types of if statements or if syntaxes. There are different types of if syntaxes. The first one is called as simple if. Second one is called as if else. Third one is called as if else if. Okay, this is called as if else ladder. Next one is called as nested if. So how many types of if statements are there? 4 types. Simple if else, if else, nested if. Okay, right? Now there are different types of if statements are there. One is simple if else, if, and one more is what? Nested if. But see, already we have seen conditional operators. You have a conditional operators, right? What is it? Conditional operator? You'll say operand 1 if, operand 2 else, operand 3. If operand 1, see operand 1 if operand 2 else operand 3. This is called as which operator? Conditional operator. This is conditional operator. When there is a conditional operator, why again conditional statements? Okay, if there is a conditional operator again, why conditional statement like if? Here I can execute. In this case, if the condition is a true, I can execute how many statements? Only one. If the condition is a true, I can execute how many statements here? Only one. If the condition is a false, I can execute how many statements here? Only one. For example, I am writing a logic for withdraw. If transaction type is withdraw, I want to execute 100 statements. If transaction type is withdraw, I want to execute how many statements? 100 statements. Can I write 100 statements here? No. I can write how many statements here? Only one statement. If the condition is a true, I can execute how many statements here? Only one. If the condition is a false, I can execute how many statements here? Only one. It means conditional operator is used for writing a simple expressions or complex expressions. Simple, but not complex logics. You cannot write a complex logics by using which one? Conditional operator. Complex logics, you cannot write it by using which operator? Conditional operator, you have to use what? Conditional statements. You have to use conditional statement. You cannot do that by using conditional operator. You have to use conditional statements. Conditional statements. Okay. And within that, there is a different syntaxes are there. Okay, based on the condition. For example, if there is a condition, if the condition is a true, I want to execute how many statements? 1,000 statements. Can I write 1,000 statements here or not? Yes. If the condition is a true, I can execute how many statements here? 1,000 statements. It is defined as one block. It is defined as one block. It is defined as one block. So a block which contain multiple statements. But here it is not defined as a block. It is not defined as a block as one operand. It is defined as one operand but not as a block. It is defined as one operand but not as a block. So that is where you find the difference between operator and what statement here. So first one is simple if. What is the first one here is simple if. Simple if is nothing but if without else is called simple if. Now see here, not only that. For example, can I write if? I write if only if. Without else, can I write if here? No, I cannot write it because it is a ternary operator. Ternary operator means I required how many operands? 3 operands. I have to write if as well as what else. I don't want to write else block. I want to write only if. Can I write here? No, I cannot write it. I must write if as well as what else. But I want to write only if without else. Can I write if without else here? Yes. So that is simple if. If without else is called what? Simple if. If without else is called as which one? Simple if. Simple if. This syntax is having only if block. If block and not having which one? Else block. Having only if block but not having which block? Else block. It is having only if block but not having else block. Only if block but not having else block, right? If without else is called simple if, and the syntax is having only if block and not having else block. I'm saying block. A block consists of one or more than one statement. In Python, a block is defined by changing indent. Okay. In Python, a block is defined by changing what is this? Indent. In Python, a block is defined by changing indentation. Indent is nothing but space. Indent is nothing but space. If you see this simple if, now how this simple if work here? Simple if, what is the syntax of simple if? If you see the syntax of simple if, it is like this. If followed by, what is this now? Condition. If followed by condition here. If there is a condition and followed by colon, and here indentation. Indentation means you have to put the space. You are including statements, that is statement 1, okay, statement 2 and statement 3. If followed by condition and you are including statements, how many statements are you including? 3 statements, that is statement 1 and statement 2, and one more is what? Statement 3. See how many statements are included within this block? Three statements. How many statements are included here? Three statements. So if the condition is a true, it execute how many statements here? Three statements. So here space must be given. Space indicates here indent. The space indicates what here? Indent. Indentation. So generally indent means by default it takes some three spaces. Okay, you are writing like this: if followed by condition and it followed by colon and space. Okay, statement one. Okay, statement one, statement two, and one more statement is okay, statement one. Okay, statement three and statement four. So here, how many statements are there in if three statements here? So this is called as indentation. The space is called as what here? Indentation. It means you are including statement one, statement two, statement three within if. What is the statement four is within the if or outside the if? Outside the if. Because you can see if and statement four, is it there in the same indent or not? Yes. But these three statements are included within the if. But statement four is not within the if. So if the condition is a true, if the condition is a true, statement four, if condition is true, it execute what? Statement one, statement two, okay, statement two, statement one, statement two, statement three, and continue executing which one? Statement four. If the condition is true, it executes statement one, statement two, statement three, and continue with what? Statement four. Suppose if the condition is what here? False. If the condition is false, if condition is false, so will it execute if block? No. If condition is false, it execute. It execute which one? Statement four. Means it will continue with the rest of the statements. If the condition is false, it will continue with the rest of the statements. If the condition is false, it will continue with the rest of the statements. Now, let us see here start. If you see the flow chart of it, you are saying this is a condition. Okay, this is a condition here. Okay, this is a condition. If the condition is a true, if the condition is a true, you are executing statement one, statement two, and statement three. And then you continue with what here? Statement four. Continue with what here? Statement four. Statement one, statement two, statement three, and then statement four. And after that, here there is a stop. So this is a condition. See here how the flow is. Now this is if the condition is a true. Okay, this is a if block. Suppose if the condition is a false. Suppose if the condition is what here? False. It will execute with a statement 4. Now this is if the condition is a false. But this is not having else block. It is not having which block here? Else block. Else block is not there. Else block is not there. Okay, else block is not there. Only if block is there. Okay, now this is a flow chart for this. So what you can write here is, for example, it is a block. I'm saying it is a block, right? So if you see the simple program, okay, if you see the simple program, suppose write a program to find to find to come to find the address of two objects are address of two objects are equal address of two variables, equal or not equal. Equal, that's all. I want to know whether equal or not. Just equal. Write a program to compare. Find the address of two variables equal. So I try to input the value of type integer. Input, enter first integer anyway. So b equal to integer of input, enter. This is first integer and this is what your second integer. So if A is B, I'm saying if A is B, print equal, that's all. But if it is A is not B, will it get any message here? No. If A is not B, I don't get any output. If A is B, I'll get the output. If A is not B, I don't get any output. Enter the first integer, which is 10, second integer also 10. Now is it ID of this both are same or different? Same. So what it is written here? Equal. I try to execute. Now this time I'll say 10 and 20. Is it ID of 10 and 20 is same or different? Different. Is it any output here? No. Because ID of 10 and 20 is not same. The ID of 10 and 20 is not same. So is it given any result? No. Why? Because here I write only which block? If a block. I write only which block here? If a block. Is it any else block is there here? No. There's no else block. It is having only one block. Which block it is having? If block. It is having only if block, but doesn't have else block. So if IDs are equal, then it will print what? Equal. But see, if I don't give the indent, is it this block is empty or not? See, is it this print statement is within the if or outside the if? Tell me, is it this print statement is within the if or outside the if? Outside the if. It means, is it this block is empty or not? Yes. Is it this block is empty or not? Yes. Empty blocks are not allowed. Empty blocks are not allowed. So it is given which error? Syntax error. Expected and indented block. Expected and indented block. Empty blocks are not allowed. Empty blocks. Empty blocks are not allowed. If 100 is greater than 20, 100 is greater than 20, I'll say 100 is max. Okay, fine. So how many statements are there in this block? Only one statement. Suppose if I'm writing if 200 is greater than 20, okay, I'm writing like this, print, okay, 200 is max. How many statements are there in if? No statement. If you want to include a statement within the block, you have to give what? Space. And that space is nothing but here, indent. You have to give the space, and that space is nothing but what here? Indent. So what is the error here? Syntax error. Expected and indented block. There is a syntax error. What is that syntax error? Expected and indented block. So I must give some space here. I must give the space. Okay, I've given the space. Now you can see, okay, 100 is a max and 200 is what here? Max. 100 is a max and 200 is a max. So the block must have at least one statement. The block must have at least one statement. If there is no statement within the block, empty blocks, if you want to write it, you have to use one more statement. I'll discuss that, how to write empty blocks, but block must have at least one statement. If you don't write a statement then it generates syntax error. I try to execute 2 times here, right? And if you don't write indentation, so even error also I'll show you. This one is error. What is this error here? Indentation error. So even I'm copying the screen. Now this is indentation error. Why this error is? Because why this error is? Because there is no space. So empty blocks are not allowed. Empty blocks are not allowed in Python. In order to write empty block, you're trying to use one more statement. If you want to write empty block, means you want to write a block and that block should not do any operation. You want to write a block, but you want that block should not do any operation, then you can use one statement which is called as pass. But let us talk about that pass statement, other statements. But tomorrow we'll see how to work with this conditional statements or control statements, right? So today we'll stop it here and tomorrow we'll continue. Thank you.